Lafayette, good people. Welcome to the Global Council for Ancestor Veneration and Elevation. As a member of the council, I want to welcome you to this 9-day ritual, a global ritual wherein we will have priests of every tradition in the diaspora represented, and each day we will bring you more information, more guidance, and more rituals. I want to read for you the mandate of this council and our reason for doing these 9 days. We are committed to the elevation of the spirits of our ancestors, our people, and our culture. We elevate the ancestors by acknowledging the wisdom we have inherited from them. The spiritual culture of the African diaspora has a concept of soul at its center. We created soul music. We cook soul food, and we infuse everything we touch with the energy of soul. Soul is the gift of our ancestors, and it is multi-dimensional. The Priest Council of Oyotunji Village in South Carolina has studied the beliefs of our entire diaspora, of all of the traditions that were created and impacted by people of African descent, and they have put together the most comprehensive delineation of the 9 layers of the soul. We present the 9 layers of the soul to educate ourselves and the world, to reclaim our indigenous genius, the knowledge of life, the afterlife, the before life, and most importantly, to guide our human actions in this life. We invite you to embrace this information, to absorb it into your being, and to incorporate it into your spiritual practice. Illuminate the layers of the soul on your altars. Let it inspire your art, and teach this to your children. As you go through your daily life, consider the many layers of your soul, the soul of our people, our history, and our present condition. Use it to analyze your past, to evaluate your present, and to guide your actions for an empowered future. Call upon the ancestors to help you to create a legacy of knowledge, wisdom, power, and beauty for future generations. May every layer of your soul be blessed. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and welcome to today's prayer, which is for the historical soul. You know the expression, if you don't learn history, you're doomed to repeat it? Well, we're going to talk about that today, about how the history has weighted down the historical soul, and she is weighted down with these lies of what has happened in the past that has led us to this moment. And so what we need to do, what she asked for, and what the moment is calling for, is to free her from these chains. You know what they say, the truth will set you free. Omi tutu, ona tutu, tutu ile, tutu laroye, kosi ku, kosi ano, kosi oso, kosi fitiwo, ariku babawa. Moyuba, the far and beyond. Moyuba, alofi, alo dumare. Moyuba, all that lives, that gives us livingness. Moyuba baba, moyuba yeye. Moyuba, all of my ancestors who walk in the light of the truth. Moyuba, Bobo Orisha, Moyuba, Bobo Odu. Moyuba, the 4 winds and the 5 directions. Moyuba, Bobo Egonawaru, Anya Biosun, Odeilu, Ile Lade, Ifadei, Shango Gumi, Baba Funke, Shango Laye, Ardeo Sun, Oshun Atare, Ibaye. Moyuba, Bobo Egonawaru, Oyani We, Abebe Ocha, Moyuba Boboego Narawarun, all of my brothers and sisters older and younger than myself. Moyuba Boboego Narawarun, Arishe Kola, Oguni Lu, Obatero. Moyuba Boboego Narawarun, and Ledanmi. So we're going to talk a little bit about what is on the altar today, and you'll understand why it is that the historical soul believes that she may soon be free of these chains. On the altar we have the slave ship. We also have a plate that represents what Africans were brought here to do. They were brought here to work on the coffee plantations. We have coffee, cotton, sugar plantations, also indigo, cotton, and that's what we came here to do. On the tree, on the wall on the tree, are freedom fighters from the 1800s, are the African countries that found their independence. Among them are Guinea-Bissau, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, Angola, Mozambique, Nigeria, and the Congo. And so if we actually told the truth about what happened, then today we would be in a different place. We also have on here victims of COVID-19, and we all know at this point that black and brown people are suffering disproportionately in getting the disease and dying from it. So again, all of these things have to do with what the historical soul is burdened by. In the corpus of the Holy Odu, there is a refrain: be careful what you say, for the lie will become the truth. African people and their descendants all over the world understand this. One of the first lies, in order to enslave them and in order to colonize them, was to decide that we are ignorant savages who don't deserve the land we lived on or the lives we had prior to captivity because we did not know God. With these lies, the historical soul was put in chains as much as her children in the flesh. What you hear in the background is the sound of chains rattling and hopefully breaking. They are rattling because the names of the righteous are being called. It is that truth that will set the historical path on the road to freedom, and we will all go with her. The New York Times and Time magazine published names of COVID-19 victims as we approach the marker of 100,000 and then 200,000 dead from the disease. This generation marching in the streets calls out the names of the outraged dead: Trayvon Martin, Alton Sterling, Mario Woods, and this year alone, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Rayshard Brooks, Daniel Prude, Bijan Kazee, and George Floyd. It is because of George Floyd and the righteous response to the ugly truth of his death that the historical soul feels she may soon be free of the weight of lies that have burdened her for centuries. But there are many more names we should know, many more sacrifices forgotten. For what we lose is not just how they died, but how they were trying to live. There was East St. Louis, destroyed in 1917, Elaine, Arkansas in 1919, Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1921, and Rosewood, Florida in 1923. We need to remember the ordinary heroism they lived, and that the courage in today's hoods and projects. Seen through another lens, they could be the Maroons and Columbos of our past, right? And there were the dreams of Africa. What were they before they were colonized? What could they be if there weren't such a thing as neocolonialism? What could they be again? What would it be if the dreams of Patrice Lumumba of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, Samora Machel of Angola, and Nelson Mandela of South Africa came true? On my godfather's gravestone is the proverb, "What is written cannot be erased." But what is written are lies. We are living in an era, as another of my mentors called it, when dead from the neck up became king. Now more than ever, people choose the truth that is convenient for them. George Floyd's daughter said, "My daddy changed the world." We can only hope he did. We still don't know. When we learn the names, we will say them. Each name will be like the blow of a hammer on breaking chains of lies. The truth is on its way. The historical soul says, unvarnished, uncomfortable, that truth will set us free. This is my prayer for the historical soul. Thank you.